Nader Pourmand has built his career on a simple yet powerful idea. The best way to accelerate discovery is to invent the tools that make it possible.
My team are working towards making tools and devices that can help scientists. They can answer questions that they cannot answer with the current technology, and also ask new questions that they couldn't ask before.
As a professor of biomolecular engineering at UC Santa Cruz, his work is reshaping how researchers explore the inner workings of cells, expanding what science can see and what it dares to ask.
I was really interested to see if we can go inside the living cell and testing the cell over and over, because each cells are quite different, because I used to say no snowflakes alike, neither two cells. So it's really important to go back to the very same cell and see what's happening.
His curiosity led to the creation of the nanopipette, a device with a tip 500 times thinner than a human hair.
So the nanopipette is kind of a needle. Just like how a doctor takes a needle and pokes you, we take this needle and then we try to go inside the cell.
That's a tremendous breakthrough. To be able to do this on an individual cell basis will open up all kinds of new possibilities for understanding and treatment.
Researchers can tackle complex diseases, testing the effectiveness of medications by re-entering a cell as frequently as every 15 minutes to track drug molecules placed in a cell and adjust treatment over time.
So you have a lot of different treatments for cancer available today, but the reason why cancer relapses is because of the resistance of the cancer cells towards the chemotherapeutic drugs. And that is something that not a lot of people have studied. And using this nanopipette technology, we try to understand how diverse the cells are within a tissue, and that will help the doctors give a better mix of treatment for the patient.
He openly shares his research, the questions and the problems, when talking to other scientists inside and outside his lab. That openness led to a transformative idea using electricity on the tip of the pipette.
We worked with electrical engineers that built a tool where our nanopipettes could go into a single cell and be able to sense it and automatically extract or input materials into that cell.
One of the key success for my team actually is the diversity of expertise that we have in lab. If we want to make something, we have our own electrical engineer students or postdocs, and if we're going to do biology, we have the same thing, chemistry, same thing. So we don't need to convince anyone to help us.
First of all, Nader is an engineer. I am an organic chemist. It's very difficult to find a bridge, but he's wonderful in finding that bridge. Working with him, I realized, without the blessing of an engineer, nothing will come to the market.
Almost 2 decades of research and development, with the collaboration of scientists from diverse fields and levels of expertise, made this technology a reality. Undergraduates are vital members of his lab. Malouf joined his team when she was a second-year undergraduate.
I think I was, at one point, the youngest person in the lab. I was actually the first student there that was able to, using a double-barrel nanopipette, extract from one barrel of the nanopipette and input materials from the other barrels. It was really exciting. I was able to get a patent while I was in the lab with Nader. It was Nader, myself, and one of our postdocs. I can tell when the technology is being used. UC is benefiting from that, so I think that's really cool.
The National Institutes of Health recognized the pioneering technique twice at the worldwide Follow That Cell competition. Pourmand is always looking for new ways to use his technology. His innovations are poised to impact many other fields, including stem cell biology and environmental health.
This is really useful for actually CRISPR delivery to the cells. But with this technique, actually, you can actually follow the very same cell and taking a biopsy at any time, every hours, every day, and so on and so forth. It's exactly what's going to happen with that cell. That's actually really important for stem cell scientists without destroying the cell, following what's going to happen to that cell. We can actually go with a nanopipette and basically analyze that.
That same precision is now being applied to the environment, helping scientists track unseen threats in our water systems.
The European Union and the US EPA is trying to use sucralose as a marker for monitoring sewage water leaks into drinking water. Because there's no enzyme that can break sucralose, even if the sucralose goes into the environment, it's going to stay the same. Everything has sucralose in it. So you want to actually measure what happens to sucralose in the environment, and this is a sensor that will really help us understand.
And with the handheld sensor's portability, researchers no longer need a lab to get answers. Just a steady hand and the right tool. Pourmand has the vision to turn research into patents and patents into products. His nanopipette technology was licensed by Yokogawa Electric, an energy company based in Japan.
They are making it cheaper and reliable and basically something that they can ship to other scientists.
He is the author of more than 200 manuscripts, invented 28 patents, 12 of which were at UC Santa Cruz, and he co-founded Pinpoint Science, BioStinger, MagArray, and contributed to many other biotech startups. These technologies bring us one step closer to realizing the full potential of individualized treatment.
Nader is creating the tools that will propel us into the future of healthcare.
So personalized medicine is actually tailoring medicine and treatment based on individual, not just disease, because the same disease can have a different outcome with different people. So my main goal, my main hope is to be able to have a sensor that can detect early precursors before you get the disease.
Pourmand's prolific resume of invention will have a lasting impact on those who use his tools and those whose lives are improved because of them.